Hey Laker fans, I'm Alex and welcome to the Laker Central Weekly Wrap-Up. I'm going to try and get these out on a regular basis to recap the Lakers news from the previous week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and to my podcast as well as follow me on social media. Laker Central is an official partner of Sportscaster.com providing pre- and post-game commentary, full game play-by-play, and general breaking news, so make sure you tune in there. Links are below, so let's get into this. So the Lakers defeated the Dallas Mavericks 129-114. LeBron had 35, 16 boards, and 7 assists. Kuzma dropped 26 and started in place of Anthony Davis, who was sitting out due to his gluteus maximus injury. Now, Davis is traveling with the team. He will be with them tonight in OKC, but we don't know if he'll play yet. The Lakers won the season series against Dallas 3-1, and it's impressive how this team was able to dominate a really good playoff-bound Dallas Mavericks. The Lakers sit firmly atop the Western Conference at 31-7, but what's most impressive is how fast they reached 31 wins. This season they did it in 38 games, while last season it took that Lakers team 68 games to get to 31 wins. What a turnaround for this organization. Which leads us to the news of the week. The Lakers named Rob Pelinka Vice President of Basketball Operations in addition to his general manager title. The Lakers released an official statement, and this is what Jeanie Buss had to say. I'm extremely pleased with the work that Rob has done in order to put this franchise in a position for success. His strong leadership skills, along with his commitment to building a winning culture, both on and off the court, have brought us one step closer to being a championship caliber team. I look forward to our continued work together. Now it's official, folks. Over the summer, a lot of people had questions about Rob's future, and a number of people, both journalists, bloggers, and fans, they were calling for Jeanie to hire someone like Bob Myers from Golden State or Masai Ujiri in Toronto. But she stuck with Rob, and the Lakers now have the best record in the Western Conference. Now, I did get some questions on social media as to why this happened right now and what's the difference between president of basketball operations and vice president of basketball operations. So, in short, there is no difference. PBO, or president of basketball operations, and VPBO, or vice president of basketball operations, are very common titles in today's NBA front offices. The Lakers' Jim Buss, Jeanie's brother, he originally held the title of vice president of basketball operations, but when he was fired and Jeanie hired Magic, she gave Magic the title of president of basketball operations. The titles are effectively the same thing. So, for example, Bob Myers in Golden State is president of basketball operations, while David Griffin in New Orleans is vice president of basketball operations. There's no difference in title except for the name itself, and both men report directly to the team's owners, as Rob does to Jeanie. For me, I'm happy that the Lakers are stable and that Jeanie has given Rob a vote of confidence. And what this tells me is, from Jeanie to Rob to Frank Vogel to LeBron and Anthony Davis, the Lakers are in lockstep from top to bottom. And that is incredibly important. So what does all of this mean? And why is the timing interesting? Well, reports have surfaced about Rob looking to improve the team, and this tells me that Jeanie's given him the vote of confidence to do whatever he sees fit. So we'll see what happens before the trade line, which is February 6th, but I'm extremely pleased with this team. Now, I wanted to discuss some of the rumors from this week, and they really center around Kyle Kuzma. Now, the Lakers did go 3-0 this week, beating the Pistons, Knicks, and Mavericks, and further separating them from the Western Conference pack. And despite how successful this team has been, everyone's really been focused on the weaknesses, and for good reason. The Lakers do need another ball handler, someone that can run the pick and roll and lead the second unit when LeBron is resting, and they could use another 3-and-D guy. Now, we've got Danny Green, we've got KCP. KCP has been great this season, but those guys are really, they play the 2-3, or in some cases, KCP is playing the 1. But this Lakers team could really use a guy that could play the 3-4 position and guard some of the bigger wings that we're going to face in the playoffs and maybe even in the finals. Lakers fans have been clamoring for Memphis to release Andre Iguodala, but that simply seems unlikely. This week on the Hoop Collective pod, Brian Windhorst said that Memphis believes that they're going to find a trade partner for Andre Iguodala. And then on Twitter, NBA Central, no relation to Laker Central, but NBA Central gave some more details on Windhorst's comments and said that the Grizzlies have had some traction with some Eastern Conference teams. The way I see it, Iguodala is a valuable piece to any contender. So Memphis just seems determined in trading him, and the Lakers just don't have the assets to get involved because Iguodala makes $17 million this season. Now the big news is all the rumors around Kyle Kuzma. A bunch of reporters, including Sam Amick of The Athletic and Mark Stein of The New York Times, reported that the Lakers were listening to offers for Kuzma. Stein said that the Sacramento Kings were interested in him, but they know that they would need to include Bogdan Bogdanovic in any trade for Kuzma. Natanya Ganguly of the LA Times said that it was Rob Pelinka that had initiated the conversations with the Kings. So I did release a video earlier this week on the Kuzma situation, and I basically outlined that the Lakers have a decision to make regarding Kuz. Now, I believe that Kyle Kuzma fits this Lakers' current plans and future ones, but he's a valuable trade chip, and he's been up and down this season, but that can really be explained due to his injury. He did miss 9 games this year, dating back to an injury he had over the summertime with Team USA. And his role on this team is different. Last season, he started 68 of the 70 games. This season, he started 2 games, including the one last night against Dallas. He's expected to be the third scoring option and lead the bench unit, but things haven't quite worked out the way the Lakers would have planned with him. So I don't think Kuzma is really a problem, but I do believe he's the solution, and I think he's the solution by improving his own play on the court or by being traded and bringing back players that can help this team win a championship. Now, any trade involving Kyle Kuzma is going to be tough because he makes $1.9 million this year, and all the players that we've heard in connection to Kuzma are making as much as $15 million in this season. So Rob would have to get extremely creative in getting a deal done, and I'm not sure if it's really going to happen. Now, one thing we saw this week is how good a solid backup point guard can be, and we got to see Derrick Rose up close and personal. Laker fans have been asking, anyone that would listen, that the Lakers traded for Derrick Rose. He makes $7 million this season. But reports suggest that he's likely to remain with Detroit unless he requests a trade. He torched us for 28 points on Sunday, and in my opinion, he still has it. So with that, I'm going to end this Lakers weekly wrap-up. For any news, up-to-date breaking stuff, check me out on Twitter at LakersCentral365. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast. All the links are below. And until next time, I'm out.